Good afternoon. I am Kevin Rebater, the leader and programmer of Group 1, and today I will be going to be presenting about DailyGOODS. DailyGood is a POS or point of sales grocery management system made by Group 1 of Grade 12 ICT2. It is designed to streamline business processes and increases sales. Let us explore how DailyGoods can significantly enhance your skills and expose you to how a complicated system works. First, you will notice our very own login form consisting its basic needs, which is the username and the password. Later on, I will explain to you how to create an account on the admin section. But first, let's start logging into the system. So this is our main system of our POS system, consisting its main functions of the data grid view and some buttons that I will explain even further later on. But first, let's get to scanning some products. By scanning the barcode of the product using this scanner, it will be inserted or displayed in the data grid view to list all of the products that will be transacted or checked out later. So let's try to also scan this clip and this correction tape. After scanning all the products, let us try to use the buttons. The first button is the add QTY, meaning quantity, which it will just add the quantity and increases the price. The quantity is just a multiplier for the price in order to show the total price of the product. So let's say I try to scan 2 Lysol disinfectant spray, and I will just try to increase the quantity by 2, and it will turn out to be 1,000. You can either also minus or decrease the quantity by pressing this button, which will decrease it back to 550 pesos. Now, if you wanted to increase or decrease by any amount of quantity, you can also use the item setup. When you use the item setup, you either want to put it or you want to increase or decrease the item product. So let's say I want 10 Lysol disinfectant spray, and it will set up to the selected item to 10 quantities, which will result in 5,000. But for now, let's just try to use it or have it quantified by 1. And now the next button is the discount. The discount button will only use for PWD or senior discounts. So by entering this code for the PWD or the senior discount, you just have to type for the SDD5 or PWDD5. So let's try SDD5 for the senior discount. Once press OK, it will either decrease by 5%. So now it will turn out to be 522. Now, if you want to remove your discount or any product, you can either remove it by pressing this button, the remove button. And it will turn back to 550 because I removed the senior discount. But then if you want to remove all the products, you can simply click the clear all button. But for now, let's try to keep all the items from the displayed in the data grid view. And now I will show you how it will be tender out all the products that had been scanned in the data grid view. Now let's try by pressing the checkout button. Now it will show all of this, the cash tender and the change. The back button will just only be allowed if you want to put another product or change anything from the buttons. But for now, let's not use the back button. Now in the cash tendering, which you will see from the total price of 550 pesos, you will start to either cash tender by giving the money to the cash register or the cashier in order to buy all the products. Now let's try to input 600 pesos. And now the change will start to change to 50. Now, after all that, you will now have to check out. And by clicking the checkout button, the receipt will go out into our thermal printer. These were the products that was put on in the data grid view. And as you can see, there were the Lysol disinfectant, the correction tape, and the clips. And now, the receipt and the products will be given to the customer and finish the transaction. Now, let's move on to the admin section by logging out to the register system POS or the cashier system. And now let's press the admin button from the login form. It also has a password, but not including the name because it only requires one admin to enter. Now let's log in. In here you will notice the employee section, and there's also an item section that I will explain later. But for now, let's explain the employee section. For this employee section, you will notice the EMP name or employee name, employee phone number, employee ID, employee pass, and employee address, and their status and whether they are working on the cash register or not. Now, let's try to make an employee from this DailyGOODS system. Now, let's take for an example this name and their phone numbers and etc. Now, after putting all the required things on the name, phone, EMP ID, address, and password, you can now make your own employee account into the system. By saving, you can now see Michael Santiago. You can also edit whether you want to change something from the text box with this button. Let's say I want to change the employee ID to 129 to 128. Now just click the edit and confirm it. Now, if you want to remove an employee from the system, you can just remove it by clicking the delete button. And now, if you want to clear all of the data from this section, you can just try to click the thing here, the row, and you can start by just clicking clear. And there is also another feature for this employee system, which is the search button that you can see from here. And the search button is where you can search all or one employee that you want to choose. Simply by putting or inputting their employee ID, let's try to search mine, which is Kevin S, and the employee ID is 111. And it will only showcase mine. Now let's move on to the item section. And now that we're in the item inventory section, which this will sort out all of the products that will be used in the POS system and can be used to stock, make new products, or remove products, and many more. So you can notice that there are a lot of items that is in here. You can see its description, price, quantity, total price, and its stocks. If the stocks run out, it will be deleted or just have zero numbers, which cannot be scanned anymore or will be deleted from the grocery system, and its barcode. Now, the buttons here are the same as the employee section as well, but for this, it is just the items or the products. Now you can notice there are also a barcode, description, price, and stock, and in which you can also create new products from here. So let's try adding a new product. So let's scan this barcode so I can input it in here. Then I will just write the quick description of the barcode that I just scanned. And then the price and how much stock it has. Then let's save it. Then it will be inputted into the system. So we can already automatically put it in the system like so. And that is all. Thank you for watching this presentation of DailyGOODS POS Grocery Management System for a more efficient and profitable grocery business. We encourage you to learn more and implement DailyGOODS. Thank you for watching.